Hello, my name is Enrique. This is my Pachaka. I was trying to figure out what I want to do my Pachaka on, so I was thinking of something that I've kind of been reading myself, and I thought I want to share that with you today and make that my Pachaka. And it actually all works out how it comes together. So see if you like it. My Pachaka is on The Law of Success by Napoleon Hill. This book was written in 1925, published in 1928, and it was about a series of books that Napoleon Hill wrote that came into one volume books that actually Andrew Carnegie was the one who told him to write this book. And it's helped a lot of people, made a lot of millionaires, and made a lot of successful people as well. This is Napoleon Hill. You can see this dapper young man when he was young. Was born in 1893, died in 1970. A prolific writer, great publisher, great speaker and presentationer, and has helped a lot of people become successful. So the book has been really great. Lesson one, the mastermind. The mastermind essentially is about when one or more minds come together, two or more minds come together to create a common goal. And that common goal can be whatever they want to come together to do. And when you link these two minds together, that the power between these two minds are able to make that goal come true and complete. Lesson two in the book talks about a definite chief aim. If you don't have a definite chief aim, then you don't know what you're doing. You don't know where you're going. So this part of the book tells you about how you figure out what your definite chief aim is, finding it, sticking to it, and doing nothing but focusing on that so you can get to your definite chief aim. What's going to make you happy? Lesson three talks about self-confidence. If you don't have self-confidence, of course, you can't achieve anything. If you want to be successful, you have to believe in yourself. You have to have confidence. You have to exude confidence. You have to go about your life in confidence. So, lesson three talks about self-confidence, and very, very important to have. Self-explanatory. Lesson four talks about the habit of saving, which is pretty simple. I mean, save more than you spend, because if you don't save, then you end up in poverty. And it explains how people would have all these amounts of money, would end up blowing it on a bunch of silly things, and would end up not having money. So if you don't save and spend for yourself first, and then you'll be broke. Lesson five talks about the take initiative and leadership. I mean, when you take initiative, you do things without someone telling you to do that. And practicing that and making a habit of that, of course, is going to make you successful, because you're not going to procrastinate. You're going to do what you need to do when it needs to be done and not waste time. And then when you're a leader, you're going to show that in all that you do. Imagination. Lesson six is about imagination. A lot of people think imagination is something that only little kids have, but if you really think about it, I mean, things that we had 100 years ago that we have now, no one would have ever thought we could have that. If someone didn't use their imagination to think, hey, I can do this, then you wouldn't be able to have the things that we have today. So imagination is important. Enthusiasm, of course. You have to be enthusiastic about whatever it is that your definite chief aim is. You have to talk about it a lot. You have to be, confident and enthusiastic about it all the time, every day, and show that within your work. Show that if you're working in sales, if you're working in anything, be enthusiastic about what you do. Be happy with it. And if it doesn't make you enthusiastic, it's not for you. Self-control. Lesson 8. Self-control is about controlling yourself, pretty much self-explanatory, right? But this one deals more into, about how self-control is going to help you in other ways, not just controlling yourself from doing things that harm you, but self-control will help you focus and concentrate better. So it all ties into everything. Lesson 9 is the habit of doing more than paid for, which is, I mean, a great thing to do. I mean, if you work hard and you push yourself more than what you're just not doing the bare minimum of what needs to be done, then you're going to be successful, because people are going to see that, and they're going to end up paying you more than what you're really worth, because you're doing more than what you paid for. So having a pleasing personality. Lesson 10. This lesson that talks about how to bring out your true personality, and how to have a personality that's glowing, that's inviting, that brings people in. Having one of these can make you successful in a lot of different ways, because people buy from who they like, and it doesn't mean you have to buy good, but they're going to buy you. If they buy into you, you'll be successful. Accurate thought was one of the most important lessons in the book, because accurate thinking separates understanding things about opinions and actual truths. It makes you understand what facts are, and how to separate facts from just useless information, because if you have useless information, you're not getting anywhere with it. So accurate thought is very important. Concentration, of course. This lesson, it teaches you how to concentrate on a certain topic or certain subject and focus on it until you master it. And then once you master it, then you can use it in so many different ways to be successful. It's like concentrating on this book and trying to master all the different laws. It's important to have that in you. cooperation. This ties back into the mastermind that, two or more individuals coming together. No large business venture or company has ever been successful without people cooperating. So if you don't have cooperation, you can't be successful. If you're not willing to cooperate with other individuals who can help you reach your chief aim or your chief goal. Failure. This really talks about that failure is a stepping stone. That if you fail, you have to understand that the difference between failures and temporary defeats. And when people really think they failed, you really haven't failed. You just learned a lesson that you learned from the past, that you also lessons that you're going to learn in the future. So the topic on failure is really important. I feel like tolerance. This one talks about like not letting your prejudices about religion, race, sexual orientation, or whatever cause you to be a bigot, essentially, and stop you from being successful, not being able to want to work with someone or cooperate with someone because of what they believe. So it's important to have tolerance or you won't be successful. The golden rule is very simple. Do unto others as you want to do someone to do unto you. That's the golden rule in life. And in this lesson, it talks to you about practicing the golden rule and really using the golden rule in all you do. And if you can do that, you definitely will be successful in all that you do because you get out what you put in. You reap what you sow, essentially. And the universal law is pretty simple. If you believe it, you can achieve it. And you can do it if you believe you can. And that's in anything. And that's what this real whole book really encompasses, is that believing in yourself and understanding that anything is possible, that the mind can think and create. And that is the key to all that Napoleon Hill talks about in Law of Success. Well, that is the end of my slides. Hope you liked it. And we're going to end.